If you are in need of some last-minute holiday dessert inspiration, you are in luck. Food and lifestyle expert Parker Wallace has some visions of sugar plums, and they're definitely Santa approved. Hi, Parker. How are you today?
Hey, Michelle, it's great to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, we're talking Santa approved and definitely on the nice list, especially for anyone with dietary restrictions. And I'm talking especially about our gluten-free friends. So I'm all about making things hassle-free, and Bob's Red Mill's entire portfolio of flours is going to make your holiday baking and really baking all year long that much easier and that much more delicious. So let's start with Bob's Red Mill's all-purpose organic flour. This is a must-have. It's a pantry staple, whether you're making a holiday gravy, cakes, or cookies. And then the perfect partner in crime is Bob's Red Mill's gluten-free one-to-one baking flour. So one-to-one, meaning there's no complicated conversion. You don't have to do any different measurements. All you have to do is substitute the gluten-free flour for any recipe that calls for all-purpose flour. It's that easy. I actually transformed my grandmother's gingerbread cookie recipe with the one-to-one baking flour. Oh my gosh, you would never tell the difference. I don't think she would be able to tell the difference. They're so delicious. It's such a great recipe to make with the kiddos. They can decorate, or if you have a last-minute cookie exchange, so much fun.
What other flours in the Bob's Red Mill portfolio do you recommend for us?
I always recommend Bob's Red Mill's almond flour. It's rich, it's nutty, and it's also gluten-free. So delicious. You can transform any of your recipes with that really nice nutty flavor. I love doing the little small powdered sugar nut cookies, and it really just takes it to the next level in terms of flavor and texture. I also want to give you a few baking tips when it comes to cooking with flour, and especially the gluten-free varieties. When you have a batter, whether it's cookies or cake, let's set up for a little bit longer, just so all the liquids in that batter set up a little bit more, and it's going to make for moist cookies that are not going to be dried out. So just give it a little bit of extra time before you pop it into the oven. And then when you're making cookies, love doing the little cookie cutouts. All you have to do is dip in flour so it doesn't stick to your cookie batter. Makes it so much easier. You can also do that with powdered sugar. And then whenever you're measuring flour, you have your measuring cup right here. Instead of scooping, I want you to think about spooning instead. So spoon your flour into the measuring cup, and that's going to keep it from overpacking the amount and making it too much flour, and that's going to dry out your baked goods. So this is going to guarantee moist and delicious. Just spoon, do not scoop. And then finally, how many times have you rolled out dough on your counter only to find that everything is sticking to the counter? So all you need to do is have a Ziploc bag of ice, put this onto your counter, let it chill for just a few minutes, then roll your batter out, and you're going to have perfect cookies coming up without sticking to the counter and scraping it off and having a big mess to clean up at the end. So I hope you have a wonderful baking holiday. And remember, you can pick up all of Bob's Red Mill flours at your local grocer or on Amazon.
Well, thanks, Parker, and happy holidays to you. You can follow her on social at Parker's Plate for more delicious tips and tricks.
Happy baking.